Hello, everybody. The question we're going to answer today is what's a wrong way to persuade people? Like, how do you fail persuading? Like it's like even before you go and do it, like right after you do it, like you're like, I should have done this, I should have done that, I shouldn't have done this. What are those shouldn't have done this? Like, what are those things? So that's what we're going to talk about. Ilakkiya?
Yeah, so it's simple answer, do the opposite of everything we've been saying so far. Um, things like, if you don't listen to them, if they're making a point and you're really not listening to them, you're not hearing them, you're just prepared with the next counter response of if they say something as to why you shouldn't be doing something, but you don't even listen to their reasoning, you don't listen to their logic, and you're just immediately responding, but with your personal validation of no, but this is why I want to do it. Like ignoring what they're saying, not listening. Coming in too pre-prepared. It is good to have strategies in mind, but if you don't react to the situation and respond to what someone's saying and just keep saying what you want to say, that's not going to be very persuasive. Um, if you straight up tell someone that they're wrong or be like, no, but you're wrong and this is why you need to do this, or no, you're dumb, you shouldn't be thinking this, or whatever it is, like if you try and tell someone they're wrong, it's going to make them very defensive, very reactive, and they're going to be like, well, now you're saying all these things about me, you're hurting me and my ego or my self-esteem. I don't want to listen to you. Then you're not going to be pursuing anybody that night. uh and and in general, just don't ignore the other person. So I don't know, just if they're if they're skeptical about things, if they're worried about deception, and you just keep making claims that aren't very well based in anything, you're just saying what you want to say without good logic behind it, then you're probably not going to be very persuasive as well. One tactic is well, a good tactic would be, work along the lines that people care about. If they care about being in control, if they care about saving money, like whatever it is that they care about, if you don't use that in your approach, that's probably going to lead to an unsuccessful persuasion attempt if you don't really understand the person you're trying to convince.
You said like a lot of things that makes a lot of sense. So like, one of the first thing I like agree with is like you can call people out for what they're saying, but don't call people bad things for the things that they say. So just don't call them out for the things that they say, but don't call them like with bad words or those things. Don't like raise your voice because you're trying to persuade them. You're not trying to argue with them, and there is a difference there. And then you do understand that like persuading comes with like a we, and it's not really like me. So there is another person involved, and irrespective of how much you're prepared, if you have not listened to the other person's thing, then you're not completely prepared yet because like you like everything you can prepare for is only your side of it. You need to listen to their side of the story as well. And sometimes it's not even actually a failure. It's just that you think like we are in a life of instant gratification. So we're like you failed, you lost, and you're like shit. And sometimes like it's just like a slow process. So you have to come to terms with those things. Because let's say you suddenly learn one day that the person you respect is like a serial killer, right? You wouldn't what, and there would be a cognitive dissonance, right? Like you wouldn't just come to terms with it. So it could be that, and so definitely like also with like listening to them, and it's not just about you listening to them. It's also about them knowing that you are listening. Like they do understand that you're listening, because you can be looking over there and be like, yeah, I'm listening, or you're looking at the phone like I'm listening. So that's not good. Or when they're talking, yep, 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 blah, blah, blah. Don't do that. So those are not good. You're like, again, there are certain tactics that work well in arguments, but don't really work well in persuasion. Because sometimes an argument, you're trying to understand, like what's the best way to get to a certain the thing is, in arguments, you're trying to find what the goal is. Whereas in persuasion, it's more of that you sort of think this is the right goal for the both of us, and then sort of getting into the thing of your like, is there like a different thing? Do you want something else? Why do you want that? And all, so that is like sort of that difference. Is there anything else you want to add?
Just really like your point about, don't raise your voice. If you feel like you need to raise your voice, or if you feel like it's very strong, compelling urge to want to shake some sense into the other person by shoving them or like doing anything physical to them, you are not going to be persuasive at all. If you're making the other person feel threatened or you're going to hurt them, that means you're not going to be you're not going to be doing a good job persuading them. So use your words and not anything else. If you feel like you need to use anything other than your words, then you are not being persuasive. That should not be your strategy. No one's going to want to listen to you. That's going to get into the realm of manipulation then.
Yeah, screw persuasion. That's at that point, like, relationship over. Like, whether it's family, friends, like, violence is not the answer.
Never.
That's not like, nobody even like, yeah, just no, like don't go to violence. Violence is not the answer.
Violence,
And
bad
violence,
names.
by violence I mean like violence against people and on yourself, self-harm, both. Like, and so you're like, you're crying your way into the argument. Like, no, I mean, if you genuinely cry, do cry, but don't use that as a tactic.
Yeah, I think, we've talked a lot, but maybe we should see how this all looks in application. How do you go about persuading someone about something?
I mean, you want to get into an actual case study, something like that?
Yeah, let's try that. Let's see how it goes.
Okay, let's do that tomorrow.
Alrighty, see you then.
Oh, you're still here? Well, thanks for getting to the end of the video. Hey, while you're still here, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get new updates when we post videos. Also, make sure to check out these equally exciting videos as well. Have you pressed it yet? Come on, you have 5 seconds left. 3, 2, press it now!